Hello and good morning, welcome to New Forest Morphs. I hope everyone's having a wonderful September, beginning of September. The weather here in the New Forest is warmed up and Jared and I have been enjoying the beautiful warm weather and we've just been going through our facility, getting ready for the breeding season, and we wanted to come back. We've now identified clutch number 13, haven't we, Jared? We were worried that it was a mystery clutch, and what we haven't done is we haven't checked our breeding record and our video blog to tell us exactly what we did. And I've just remembered now that I put a backup male to Ariel. So we spoke to Jacob on email, who was the guy that provided us with the HET, pastel HET hide, and he thinks it's a mystery to him because he said that he didn't put any male to her. So that made me look at our records again, and while I was away I've been looking at my video blog because I couldn't check my actual log, which Jared has now checked. So have a look at this, Jared, if you can video my video. So this is the benefit of keeping a video blog, and you'll see I talk about putting a backup male, and this was what, back in March, Jared?
Yeah.
And it was only one lock that she needed. And
yeah, they only locked once.
the daddy was Apollo, and you'll see that here. So let's just have a little look, see whether we can get this working. Check on the final pairings of this week, and Jared, we came in, both had a little look. So I put the banana to Ariel, banana orange dream super pastel, and they've locked, which is great news, and she's our first time breeder, isn't she? So we put the dreamsicle in, but he wasn't mature enough, but the big banana certainly is. It's staying there. I mean, honestly, what's been going on, Jared? Can you see the lock? Don't want to disturb them too much, but they're definitely locked. Yeah. So I think it's going to be lovely. I just thought we should put some banana pies, Jared, but super pastel. They get a pastel. Well, she's pastel, so we can get super pastel banana orange dream pies, or at least het pies, which will then be a good project going forward, won't it, Jared? Because we love banana pies. Of course, we want the ultra mild pies as well, which we're going to be doing as well. So that's all good. And what was the other one that you saw, Jared? There we go. So the benefit of actually videoing your videoing your locks can help us. So we've now found out that Apollo is the daddy, which is fantastic news. He's a proven breeder now. Let's see how he's doing, Jack. Have a quick look at him, and we'll give him the credit for being the stud boy. And he's a beautiful example of a let me just get him out and show him off to you. And he's just a lovely example of an orange dream as well. There he is, Jared. Look at the beautiful patterns on him. You see how nice he is? Look at the orange dream influence, Jared. Can you see? The alien heads have got virtually no spots at all. Banding is almost like an inch, isn't it? I wonder whether he's actually got super orange dream as well as super pastel. Maybe he's a super OD, because he's so intense and so beautiful, and there's very little freckling on him as well. But we know he's definitely a super pastel. And should we have a look at the offspring? They've all shed out now, so well, we've tried to ID them. It's not easy because the OD has different levels of intensity, and I've got a feeling that we've got at least 2 or 3 ODs here. So let's have a little look and see what we've got here. So let's put the spotlight on. So Jared, what have we got in terms of babies that you've set up on the ruffs? Should we start with the banana boy? So we think we've got, well, we know we've sexed them. We've got 1 male and we've got 4 females, which is great, and that's the benefit of putting a male maker banana to a 100% het pied, is that the girls, if they carry the orange dream, which I think some of them do, could well actually be females that we can use for our future breeding, which is wonderful. So
anything not banana should be a female in a male maker clutch.
So here's the stunning male. Let's have a little look at him. And what do you think's in him, Jared?
So I think he's a super pastel banana, potentially orange dream.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's put him under the spotlight as well. Get a look at him under there and zoom in nice and close to him, Jared. So let's just take him out. Or you can pass me the camera if you like, and I'll just do a little visual on him. Thank you. So there is, we haven't named him yet, but it's our project into the banana pieds. If he proves to have 100% het pied in him, we can plug him into some of our big female pied girls in a year's time, and hopefully produce some orange dream, yellow belly, banana pieds with the pastel in as well. because he's super pastel. And the reason why we know he's super pastel, Jared, is the blushing on his head.
Yeah, the head stamp.
Can you see the head stamp, how blushed out that is? It's a double dose of pastel because it's super blushed. And look how intense those colours are, Jared. There's a good chance there could be OD in him. So beautiful, isn't it? And look at the purples, what the banana does. It produces almost a purple background, doesn't it? Are you happy with him, Jared?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
Okay. So what I'll do is, can you take him out and show us whether he's got any tracks, and I'll hold the camera, if you don't mind, just showing us his belly. And let's have a little look and see whether he's got any tracks, to see whether we can find out whether or not...
It's really hard to tell with bananas because they're so light.
Yeah.
You can't really see any.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean to say he isn't 100% het pied, but we'll label him as 50% het pied. There's no ringers on him or anything. No. So we'll have to breed with him and see how he goes, really. Wonderful. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Jared, which one should we go for next? So you've got a female 183 Super Pastel 50% het pied. And I think what we should do is contrast this one with the potential ODs. So this is a Super Pastel. And isn't she lovely? And how do you know she's super pastel? Same reason as the boy?
Yeah, it's the head stamp.
Head
and
stamp.
Also the lighter colours on her.
Yeah. Does she have any track markings?
Oh, I don't remember.
She does.
She's got a crazy belly pattern. Let you get it out.
Yeah. Let's put her in there with her other sisters and put all the girls together. We could put the whole clutch together if you like, but if you pass me the camera, Jared, and you pass me the babies, and we'll just get a nice film of the whole clutch together, shall we? Might as well put the boy in as well. So what's going in at the moment, Jared? What have you put in now?
It's a pastel het pied.
Possible OD?
In it.
Yeah, possible OD. Because
This one.
the OD gives you blushing on the dorsal, extra blacks, and this one there looks like it's potentially a super OD or an intense
not
OD.
super OD.
No?
Definitely OD though.
Definitely OD. But just look how beautiful that is. So lovely, Jan. So gorgeous. Okay.
She's nasty.
Oh,
she is.
she's got a feeding
She's bit me
instinct.
twice this
She bit
morning.
you twice.
Yeah, I see why you're holding the camera.
Go carefully, Jared. Go carefully.
I just don't want this other snake getting bit.
Do you want to use the tissue approach? Get a roll of tissue just to get her back out of feeding mode. I think she'll feed quite quickly then, Jared.
I don't think she'll have a problem.
There we go.
See how different she is to the other one though, which makes me think the other ones might not be.
So either they are less intense version of OD, or maybe they haven't got OD in them at all, but we'll have to prove them out. But she's got attitude, hasn't she, Jared?
She's nasty.
Look at that. Look at that. Right, so there we go. There's our clutch all together. They're all. You can see one of them's really fiery, and there's the boy. Boy looks gorgeous as well. So that's a lovely little clutch, Jan. I'm so pleased with this clutch.
Yeah, they're pretty.
They're lovely, aren't they? Right, now if you take the camera, Jan, for a second, I'm going to have that roll. I'm going to try and bring them together if I can. I need to get her out of feed mode. She's definitely in feed mode.
It's defensive mode. I think she will eat well.
Defensive mode?
Yeah, she's just scared.
Okay. Right, oop, this one's... There we go, Jared, we've got them all together now. Pass me the camera. There we go. There's the beautiful clutch together which I wanted to do. Now you can see them all in totality. And there is a lovely post-shed clutch of OD, bananas, super pastels, which have got a sex ratio of 1 boy to 4 girls because of the male maker being the banana. Right, Jared, now we're going to have fun putting them back. So, I don't know, do you want me to put them back? Or?
Go for it.
Oh dear. I think if I can just get rid of the big girl that's
Yeah,
fiery.
she's the main one.
She's the one that's very fiery. No, she's...
It doesn't hurt too much if you get bitten, it's just a shock. And just rather it doesn't happen.
There you go, where did she go, Jack?
Just in there.
Sorry, darling, to disturb you. Hopefully the others will be a bit easier. And that's the Super Pastel girl that's going back.
Yeah.
Put her back. Then we've got the banana boy. Slip him back there. And then we've got these other potential ODs. Ow! 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 Jared Doe.
What?
How come I get to do this? I think they're not going to have problems feeding, are they?
No.
But, oh dear, that was a good lunge on me.
This is the man that claims he's got high pain tolerance.
Okay, can you is that all going in next?
Yeah.
Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. That was it's just the shock of it. There's one missing, isn't there? Have I got them all?
There's one more. It's really gone under the paper.
It's gone under the paper. Sorry, babies. Well, at least we know that they want to eat, which is good. And where does this one go, Jared?
In here.
Yeah. There we go. It's just the shock of them hitting you, isn't it? It's not so much the pain. It's like, ouch. You just don't expect it.
Yeah.
Right, moving on. So I'm sure everyone's been well entertained from both me. Did you get a bite on camera,
Not
Jared?
on camera, no,
just me,
before.
wasn't it? Okay.
She bit me twice before.
Okay, so the other thing we've done is the VPI is put on a bit of weight. She's our lightning pied. Her name is Sif. And what have we done to encourage her to eat a bit more, Jared?
Cocoa husk.
Yeah, we've given her a better cocoa husk, which I think hopefully will stimulate her a bit more. And we've also put a couple of our boys on cocoa husks, getting them ready for the breeding season. Mowgli's still weighing in at 850 grams, and he will be big enough to breed with. But there he is. You can see he's bedding in nicely to his new home. He likes that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's gone under, hasn't he?
Does he? So why don't we get those out? So we've got some quality cocoa husk here. And then I think that he'll probably turn back on food, hopefully, just before the beginning of next year's breeding season. The idea is to give these boys another kickstart with the Maltese. And the other one we've decided to put on cocoa husk is Thor. And again, he's 850. They're both producing sperm, aren't they? But they're not eating at the moment, which means we want to try and get them feeding before we put them into the breeding rotation. So we're doing everything we can to put out the stops. And the other thing, Jared, is we're going to do some assist feeds later today, aren't we? Should we just have a look at the ones that we're going to assist feed on the new babies? And basically we had 4 pieds: Pasty, Rusty, Chewy and Dusty. Now one of them's blind, isn't it?
Yeah, Rusty.
Is it Rusty?
No eyes.
So he's got no eyes, and he's struck and left food, and these are now 4 weeks since they've eaten. So we've weighed them.
Well, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So now the 4th week we're going to assist feed, and they've got down, I think their weight's dropped down to about 50 grams each.
Yeah, they only weighed about 55, 60 beforehand.
Yeah, so they've dropped 10 grams in 3 weeks, and I think what we want to do is we don't want them to drop down too small to start assist feeding them, because they won't have the strength to feed. So the idea is give them 3 or 4 weeks to try and... We will still present to them later today, won't we, Jared?
Yeah, present first.
And you've defrosted some smaller pups, and the reason why you've gone for pups, Jared?
It makes assist feeding easier. You can start to put it a little bit down the throat, and then they won't get rid of it quicker. Yeah, so the idea of using pups, and some people use small mice pups as well, don't they, is it allows you to get it down them, and then it's more likely to go down. But we've tried fluff assist feeding before, and some of them work, some of them don't, but as the babies get smaller they can only take a small prey item anyway. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. And we've got just one other one that you've been assist feeding, which is putting on weight, and this one we've been doing, and he's a boy, he's 100% het clown, and he's starting to put on a bit more weight. But if you compare him with the other siblings which you've been feeding, Jared, this is our first clutch from Toast, wasn't it? Yeah. Now just look at this guy here who's been feeding regularly, and just compare them with the one that hasn't been feeding. Just look at the difference. Both the same age. That feeds every week, and this one has to be assist fed. Yeah, that one's fed about 10 times, this one's fed twice. Exactly. And it makes a huge difference. So by assist feeding, once we get them used to feeding, they'll hopefully then feed for themselves once they get used to the idea that the food is actually for them to get stronger. But yeah, it is a tricky bit, and Jared's very good at assist feeding, and we have put out a video on how to assist feed, so please check that out and have a look at that if you
if you've got a few hatchlings that aren't feeding. So I think we'll give those a go, Jared. Is there anything else you wanted to update at all? Was there anything else that we've got?
No.
I think we've covered everything. We've got the... So I think that's about it really. So we've identified mystery clutch number 13. I hope you enjoyed seeing them out of shed and the orange dream starting to shine through. We want to build up that orange dream into the hide project because we want to put the orange dream banana, if he is an orange dream banana and does prove out to be het for pied, we'll put him into our yellow belly pieds and we'll end up with hopefully some yellow belly orange dream banana pieds, which I think would be amazing.
Yeah,
which would be wonderful. So I hope everyone's having a great day and we shall catch you next time. Thanks for now and bye bye for now.